I think you got to have a mission. I think if you're going after it, hoping that you'll get famous and rich and people will love you because you're on TV, that gets hard, and that's going to be tough. I'm not saying that anyone here is going after that, but if you, like any other sacrifice, if you have a bigger mission in mind, for me, I'm like, well, I want to be able to tell stories of, the country that I love and the people that I've left behind these few years. Obviously, I try and get back logistically, you try and get back as much as you can. But, if you have that mission in mind, then it's the same sacrifice if you were a boxer, skipping a meal and your muscle aches and all that. You're saying, all right, well, I'm getting ready for a fight. And the only way to get ready for this fight is to skip some meals and pull some muscles. And I would say the same thing with art. If you're a true artist, anyone on this call will tell you, whether they're a painter, a sculptor, a cinematographer, you're going to have to suffer for your art, even if you're in Cayman. But if you are abroad and you say, hey, the mission that I'm on, the representation I can bring, for my island is going to be worth it. That's what I'm in it for. Then I feel like you can find a strength in that. You can find a way to hold on to that and to balance out. All right, man, like if I make it, I'm going to be able to pave the way for other Caymanians. I look at Grace Keeley, Salida Ebanks. I remember going to New York and seeing Salida, on a whole building in Times Square. I love watching, major TV shows and seeing Grace. And, I can't speak for her, but I know it hurts. I know she must have been days where she's like, oh, I wish I could be home with my mom and my sister and all that, especially as people get older. But, the fact that all of us can now, any actor in Cayman can look at a major TV show. She has a movie in the theaters right now, The Blackening, which is doing well, can look and say, oh, okay, I can see myself reflected on the highest, most excellent level. I can see my culture reflected, my people reflected. That's the mission, right? That's what you connect to. That's what makes it worth it. And if you can't find that, then you got to do something else, because this is not easy. And there's a lot easier ways to make money. Again, I go back to the boxer. My uncle and I would watch boxing, and he'd go, man, there's got to be easier ways to make a living than getting hit in the head, right? And there are. But if that's what you love, that's what you train for, then, yeah,